Men are the most...
I ain't gonna lie, I'm so happy. I've been seeing videos of people talking down about the red pill dudes because I swear to God, bro, I've been seeing these dudes since I was like 12 on the internet. And
Absolutely correct. And let me explain to you why I think the red pill movement, honestly, its death was something I expected years ago. Personal opinion, people who are constantly creating or engaging with red pill content, in my personal opinion, it's coming from a place of constant disdain and like coping mechanism for why they feel a little bit rejected by women. I think it was a safe space for men to go and vent about all of their angers and frustration and hostilities with a lot of, 1% to 5% of women, and then, act like that was 95% of the population. And it was no shock that, some of the biggest red pill content creators are those guys like Fresh and Fit or, Wes Watson or Andrew, who. Isn't it a shock when you go and actually look at how these guys and men actually live? It is quite the shock to realize that all of these men individually are losers. Myron has been caught several times on sugar baby websites offering to pay women to hang out with him. He has been caught several times, messaging girls who wanted to come on the podcast just for an interview. And then he's like, well, you can't come on the podcast if you're not going to sleep with me. The other guy, Fresh, got caught, sleeping with an escort who he almost got pregnant and tried to steal money from him. Wes Watson's newest girlfriend is somebody who's been caught on an escort website several times. And this guy acts like such an alpha. Then you have that guy recently from that Fugazi podcast, and then that other guy, Donovan Sharp, if anybody knows who that is, where they all went on rants about they hated single mothers, and then guess who they were married to? Single mothers. I know, crazy. Crazy as I swear to God, I've actually met somebody in real life. Like, I've always wondered, like, who actually consumes this type of content and like how does it get to that point? And I visibly saw like a guy that I was honestly good friends with slowly, start to idolize these people. In my opinion, where it all started is after a certain amount of times of getting rejected by the women that they think they deserve, they start to go and attack like the group of women, instead of looking internally and going, well, why are these women rejecting me? Because in their mind, it can never be them. It's that these women are superficial, disgusting, gold diggers, and blah, 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 whatever they want to say.
So this is a comment from a video talking about the death of Red Pill. And under his video, a commenter said that, and he said he was happy about it or whatever. And then a comment said, oh, he thought his content was Red Pill. So he said, I feel like people mistake any type of harsh criticism towards women as anti-women or Red Pill. I'm just about accountability and being realistic in dating. This is a thing where we have a problem with a lot of uneducated people in social media. Fresh and Fit don't mean they are, it's like Fresh and Fit doesn't mean Red Pill. It's just an ideology. It's just a group of people. It's like you when you see one woman that's crazy and hate men, and you call that feminism, right? You just equate one woman to pretty much everything that deals with feminism. Not really, right? So really, certain creators don't mean that, oh, they are Red Pill, right? Literally, Red Pill is being realistic in dating, realistic, okay? And holding people accountable and self-improvement. Anybody else, content creator-wise, who has content and stuff, right, whatever, they have opinions, they hold people accountable for their words, they have criticism, doesn't mean that, oh my God, if they fail in social media, that means whatever movement they're behind is gone to. This is the thing where I'm amazed by people just constantly think that, okay, these men that are toxic, that they are disrespectful, or they're really blatantly calling people out their name, being just mean and stuff like that, is what Red Pill is. It really not. It's just how it's a group of ideas. It's a mindset, and how people do it is just, that's their own individual way. This is a thing where, for me, I've only recognized Red Pill as just a set of ideas, a realization of reality. Okay, and in my opinion, it's also about holding people, men and women, accountable for their actions and words, and self-improvement. It's just a basic of ideas. So this is a thing where I just find it amazing that men say, oh, I'm happy that Red Pill is dying. It can't die, because it's honestly just ideas. The people within, like, let's say again, Fresh and Fit, if they fail, so what? Who gives a shit? Creators come and go. So what? It's like we think that, okay, if Fresh and Fit, if they suddenly disappear, that means what? Men won't have a voice? Literally, people like this guy, this creator, people will think he's Red Pill. So really, it'd be no different. Because if you hold criticism, particularly against women, people will automatically think you're Red Pill. Period. If you have criticism towards women automatically people will think you're red pill. You don't even have to call yourself red pill. People will say it.
He's so nice, and he's the guy that I should want. But it's like I need a little bit of like a, you're going to send me to the psych ward, and it's just not giving that.
You know, one thing I love about the internet, it has awakened men to the reality of women. Because men always believe this, right? Men always believe this, but now that women are so willing to share these insanities, men have proof. Men have proof. It's no longer just a word between men, okay? It's the way of the world. That's the thing. Where men have always said women love the bad boys. Women love men that are toxic. Men have always said that, but women have always denied. Oh, no. But we've constantly seen proof that women constantly love the toxic men. They say all this shit against them, but yet they always choose these toxic men or want men with toxic traits. And that's why I've said it. I love the internet. I really do. Because it just, especially as a content creator, it will always give me proof. Always give me evidence. Always give me something to talk about. And evidence to the things I say. That's the thing where, okay, if everything I have is counterintuitive to my argument, what can I say? What can I say? I have no proof. Yet you can constantly prove this shit. You can constantly, and it's not one-off thing. These aren't one-off videos, right? Men know it. These aren't one-off videos. These are continuous. You constantly see women say things, do things that obviously they want the bad men. They want the toxic men. The Wade Wilson shit. And no, that was like hundreds to thousands of women. It's just, that's the thing where women can't understand. They say all these things, but they don't understand the world is bigger than themselves, right? Usually these conversations are general. Men know not every woman, but a lot of times, in a lot of cases, a lot of kind of arguments, it could be more than majority, right? It could be majority to like 51% to, man, like 90, 80% of women. So this is the thing where it is just sad that women rarely just recognize reality, right? Men know it. Why? Well, the saying, the good guys finish last, because again, women prove it. Women prove it. Yeah, this is the thing where, a lot of times, I think it's in our DNA, or maybe, it's like biology. It's just how we are. We love these, because maybe the insanity where toxic men are hyper masculine or whatever, because maybe they're hyper violent. It's probably, I don't know, maybe it's overproduced. Like, I think women have a very propensity of loving emotional highs, the endorphins of dopamines of high and low emotions, right? Extremely happy, extremely sad. So they go for the men that can manipulate those emotions, manipulate it well. So
It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, I'm like, Joey. Are you guys like dating?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Joey.
Yeah, I'm not safe. Why are you trying?
No. Oh my God. Joey, look at this. Mama, close that back door. Don't get snake by you, homie.
Bro, I swear she would have been getting gas by herself right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't be a Joey, nigga. Nah, Joey, you see this? Do that was bad.
If you couldn't hear it, she said, "Do you want to fuck?" That's what she said in front of her boyfriend. She said, "Why?" Oh, because did you want to fuck? That's not God. This is the insanity. That's the thing where women are always looking a chance to upgrade or. God, that's the I don't know what to say. It's just it flabbergasted me. In front of your man, you see clout, you see money, you see fame. You like, I want to get with that. For what? It's like you think these men would downgrade to you? You think these men would? The best you could get is sex, and then what? Once you got sex with these men, then what? Now you just broke up your relationship for just sex from a man you don't know because of clout, because of money. This is a thing where if we change society to say that women are no better than men, no better, then okay, then there's no expectation. But we make a society to make men seem lower. They are the cheaters, they are the liars. That men are the manipulators, the abusers, they're abusers. Yet you see this. I mean, you see things like this, and you see it often. You see the ugly side of women. So again, if we don't prop up women to make it seem like they're holier than thou, then okay, then no surprise. But society, we don't. In society, we make women out to be the angels and men to be the devils. That's what we do in society. But when you actually look at reality, you wake up real quick. When you're not blinded by the delusion, you wake up real quick and you see that women are. They're no better. They cheat just as much as men. They manipulate just as much or even more than men. It's sad. It really is. To say that in front of your boyfriend, your man, to imagine if he said yes. That would be, imagine it if a guy said yes. She would jump. She would jump at the chance to jump on that. Yeah, I agree with Kai that if he has to reevaluate his relationship. But you know, this is the thing. This is the sad reality of men. He's not. Men will take on the abuse. Men will take on the disrespect. Men will take on all that shit because they don't value themselves. Men don't, and they know that society, it's hard. It's never easy to get to the next one. It's never easy to find another woman that will be with you long term. It's never easy. Relationships for men, dating for men, is never easy comparative to women. Women, they walk outside the door, they can find another man easy. A man, no. He could ask out 100 women. His success rate may be 1 out of 100. That's it. While women, they could ask out 100 men, and 99% of men will say yes, will jump at the joy. So, yeah.
Do you ever look at an ugly guy that comes up to hit on you and think, wow, it must be nice to be that delusional?
You know, this is why I'd rather be humble than delusional. It's like you have no self-awareness. It's like you have the entitlement, the audacity to call someone ugly when you're no one special. You're average at best, and I'm being kind. The epitome of the pot calling the kettle black. It's literally having no really self-awareness that when you are no one special, calling other people ugly is absolutely disgusting to me. It shows you how egotistical you are and how truly delusional you are. And you know, this is something I never can understand. Do women understand what if that was them? Right? The roles were reversed. People were calling them ugly. It seems like I'm always fascinated that women are fine with, I don't know, they understand, let's say this, right? They understand the role of being the victim, yet they are fine with reversing the role and becoming the abuser. I can never understand it. It's like you're fine with calling other people ugly, yet if that was you, people were calling you ugly, you're upset. I can never understand that, right? This is a thing where if you can't accept the same energy back, don't put that energy out there. But I really can't. I mean, I would think, right, out of the two genders, men and women who are supposedly more sympathetic, more empathetic, would understand that, would not want to become the abuser because they understand what it is to be the victim. I would think that. But more and more women show me that they don't care. Because if the roles were reversed, they would gladly be the abuser. They would gladly have the power and use it for abuse instead of being the bigger person and fighting for equality. I've seen that more and more, that people you see that supposedly were the victim, you know, if it was reversed, that now they have the power, they would gladly, or sometimes maybe unknowingly, become the abuser and make people to become victims. So, you know, then how could you be so angry or upset about the abusers of this world when you yourself, if you had the power, you would be just the same?
This right here is disgusting in my opinion. It's a sad. I think we have a no backbone doormat epidemic. We do. Because this is unbelievable. Josh, I just got married, but I'll leave my husband for you. P.S. He's right here. It's like, you know what? Whether this is a joke or not, it's not a funny joke. It's that she had no respect for her man that she just got married to. No respect. To say that you would leave him for a man you don't know? I mean, if that's funny to you, it's fine, but it's like, it shows you that you really care less about how the world views him, how society views him. Because this obviously got picked up, right? People are, now it's on the internet, all this is like, now people view your husband as that. This is the thing, why even get married? This is the thing where, I guess it goes with the narrative that women deem that they're settling for the men they're marrying. Stop it. Stop marrying. Stop it, really. Because really, if you think that the man that loves you, that would want to be with you, is a man that you're settling for, don't marry them then. This is absolutely disgusting. This is Because look at the man's face. There's no joy in that face. But definitely she's happy. I mean, I'm sorry. This man won't divorce her. Even after this level of disrespect. This national level of disrespect. This is what I'm saying. Doormat. No backbone. Right? He married her. He knows what he's getting into. But, like, you know, he loves her. So, he deal with it. You know, forget about this. On next. But then, this right here is indicative of how she views her husband. Right? No respect towards him. Right? It's like, imagine, you can imagine that kind of marriage. Chaos. She'll put him down. I guarantee you, this, if it's not already, will become a sexless marriage. This right here shows you, right, a path it will lead. It will lead to a sexless marriage. A marriage where she's controlling him. A marriage where she's demanding, she's aggressive, she's combative, she's argumentative, she makes issues out of everything, arguments, chaos, whatever. This is absolutely sad. It's such a lack of, it's like, imagine that a man does that, right? And the wife is right there. It's like, why marry people you have zero respect for? Why marry someone that you would willingly leave for another man? Joke or not, it's not a funny joke. It's tactless. To be honest, I want to be sad for men like this. Yet you see it. You see the lack of respect. You see the red flags. And yet you continue to stay with it. So, what can I say, right? This man will have to go through a lot more hell for him to realize that, you know what, he needs to leave this toxicity.